This is Rene with Adamson Roofing Company.
And I'm Len.
Okay, and today we're going to be talking about the permanent pivot boot, right?
Yeah, I love this product. This is an amazing product.
Yeah, me too. So can you tell us, like, what's the difference between that permanent boot and the rest of the boots?
A pivot boot is a permanent boot that encapsulates your plumbing pipe fully.
Okay, yeah, like he say, that is a permanent boot, but why is so important to install those when you replace, one of your roofing projects?
Well, because when we get to the home, in 99% of the cases, the prior roofing contractor used a hard plastic boot with a neoprene seal, and they slide it over, in most cases, a PVC plumbing pipe coming through the roof. Cast iron here in the state of Georgia is still very prevalent, right?
Yeah.
So they will slide that over a cast iron pipe. The problem is that neoprene seal is exposed to high heat, sunlight beating on it directly. That will eventually dry out, right?
It's gonna dry out. And yeah, that is a huge difference because those hard plastic boots, how many years do you think they're gonna last on that roof?
Maybe 9 to 10 years if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky, right.
So here's what these roofers are asking you to do. At least I think. They're saying, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, you guys are really just paying for a roof. You're not really sure what we're putting up there. So we're going to stick this hard plastic boot with a neoprene seal up there, and it's going to fail in 9 or 10 years. But guess what? We're gone. We gave you our taillight warranty, and we're down the road, right? What we say is we use a permanent boot because that's the beginning of our relationship, right?
That is a
We'd love to get a call from y'all in 9, 10 years, right? Saying, hey, our roof is still leak free, right? We don't want to get that call that says, gosh, our roof is leaking like crazy, right? And why would a roofer, now I'm asking you the question you should be asking me, but why would a roofer put a cheap hard plastic boot on there when they could put a pivot boot on there?
I guess most of those roofers, they only focus in pricing, not in quality. So they trying to keep the price like the lowest they can. But guess what? Like you say, in maybe 9 years, you're going to spend more than what you save back then when you replace your roof, for sure. Because what is going to be involved in would they have a leaky plumbing boot?
I mean, the minute you get a leak of any kind, where does that water go?
Straight to the ceiling.
Exactly right. So you look up and you go, oh my God, that's the first clue that you have a problem. Now, there could be any number of things could be leaking on your roof. The chimney, your plumbing vents, your HVAC plumbing vent pipes coming through the roof, which we're going to talk about at another time. But and I would say arguably the most important boot on that roof is your plumbing vent boot, right?
Yeah, the plumbing vent pipes, those are probably maybe like, I want to say maybe like 50% of our repairs is because the plumbing pipes are dried out. They are leaking like crazy. And the worst thing is, when you have to do one of those repairs, you cannot only replace the boot. You have to replace shingles. Sometimes you have to replace roof decking. That's almost on 100% of those repairs. And then you're going to end it with a roof with a big patch. Because even if you install the same manufacturer, the same shingles, they never gonna look the same at all.
Exactly right. And really the part we're leaving out here is you're gonna, in most cases, have multiple plumbing vent stacks coming through your roof. So it's not, in many cases, it's not one pipe, 2 pipes, it's 3 pipes, 4 pipes, 5 pipes.
6.
It depends on the size of your home and how your plumber has organized those pipes that are going through your roof. So these really, it couldn't be any more important to have the highest quality plumbing vent stack boot installed on your roof. We believe it's a pivot boot. It's a lifetime boot.
Yeah, it's a lifetime.
These things are darn near bulletproof. I mean, these are the most important questions you want to have answered by your roofing contractor.
Yeah, and the best part of this, the pivot boot come with a live time limited warranty against manufacturer's defects as well. And of course, if you hire a certified contractor masterly by GAF, you can, that include also to your golden pledge.
And I'd go out on a limb here to say, listen, I put a pivot boot on my roof, and then I pass away and I leave my home to my kids, and they leave it to their kids. This pivot boot is going to last for generations. I mean, this is a boot that's going to outlast your roof in many cases, right? So, and I say that to say that your roofing system is more than just one item, right? So when you're considering having your roof installed by any contractor, right, you should have them explain to you what products they're installing on your roof. And as it pertains to your plumbing vent stack boots, if they're putting this hard plastic boot with a neoprene seal on it, right, your roof is going to be leaking at some point, right? So I'd just be really sure about what your roofing contractor is putting on your roof.
Yeah, that's a great point. If you are in the process to have your roof replaced, that's a really, really great sign. If your contractor, or if you get a couple of quotes, right? If you're a contractor, you show up and tell you like, okay, I'll charge you like $10,000 to replace your roof, but he don't explain you like what he's gonna do, how he's gonna do. That's a good sign to stay away from that contractor, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because
100%.
Especially warranties. Warranties is the key.
Yeah. Now I know you're talking about a pivot boot here, but when you talk to your customers about a roof, you explain all these things to your customer.
And not only explain, like I like to show them like kind of video, like to see exactly how that looks like, because it's so hard for them to notice when we complete the project, because they only see like that stacking in the roof. So that's why I like to show in the video. In the video, like you show like clearly how that PVC pipe stays inside the pivot pipe. So basically, it's like kind of capsule. The one is gonna protect the whole exterior, and it's not only that. It's not gonna have any exposed fasteners, any nails. So basically, that is, like you say, a permanent boot. Again, this is Rene with Adamson Roofing Company, and
I'm Len.
And I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.